Do you ever find yourself constantly reaching for lip balm, only to realise you're almost out again? Well, most people think the only answer is another trip to the shop for a tiny plastic tube that runs out in no time. But what if you could make your own luxurious cafe-inspired lip balm at home, quickly and easily? Rich cocoa butter, protected beeswax, that perfect hint of peppermint, coffee and chocolate, all blended into a beautiful balm that you made yourself. And now imagine making it in just 10 minutes. Can you really make a lip balm that quickly? Well, that's what we're going to test today. I'm going to show you exactly how simple it is to make this peppermint mocha lip balm right in your own kitchen. No chemistry degree, no fancy equipment, just straightforward steps, natural ingredients and beautiful results. And by the end, you'll see how easy it is to make enough to treat yourself and even create thoughtful handmade gifts. I'm Lorraine, the CEO of Formula Botanica, and we're the world's leading online organic cosmetic formulation school. And today I'll show you just how empowering it feels to create something this gorgeous with your own hands. So let's get set up. And don't worry, you really don't need anything fancy to make your own lip balm. You'll want a digital kitchen scale, so you can pick one up online for around $10. A glass beaker is great, but any clean, heat-safe jar or even a jam jar will do just fine. You'll also need a small pan or container to use as a water bath, and a spatula, spoon or glass rod for stirring. Always try to wear protective gloves and an apron, and if you've got long hair, tie it back to keep everything tidy and hygienic. Then clear a bit of counter space, give it a quick wipe down. We're not operating a sterile lab here, but a clean, organised workspace makes all the difference. And that's really all there is to it. Simple, accessible, and ready for you to step into the role of formulator, because if you follow this video, then you're about to formulate something beautiful with your own hands. All right, let's make some magic happen. I've got all my ingredients pre-weighed and ready to go. This makes the whole process so much smoother and quicker. This formula makes about 100 grams, enough for several tubes or pots. So you'll not only be able to make a lip balm for yourself, but you'll also be able to give some away to friends and family. So grab a beaker and let's start adding ingredients to it so that we can prepare the base for our lip balm. Let's start with 22 grams of beeswax, which is absolutely brilliant for lip balms because it forms that protective barrier that your lips need, especially in winter. Do you notice how it looks like tiny pearls? Well, that's going to melt into the most gorgeous base for our balm. Then there's 27 grams of cocoa butter. I wish you could smell this too because it is gorgeous. It's like having a chocolate shop in your kitchen. This butter is rich in fatty acids and antioxidants, and it's what gives our balm that luxurious mocha essence. Your lips are going to feel so nourished. Next comes 20 grams of castor oil. If you've ever wondered why professional lip balms glide on so smoothly, this is the secret. Castor oil is naturally thick and glossy, adding shine and that silky application that you want in a high quality balm. We're going to round out our base with 28.7 grams of sweet almond oil. This gentle oil is perfect for the delicate skin on your lips. It's moisturising without being heavy and it helps everything blend together perfectly. To bring these ingredients together, they're gently melted in a water bath. This slow, even heat ensures the wax and butter melt into a single unified base without damaging the ingredients. The final melted blend is glossy, clear, and beautifully smooth, ready for our special additions. So now that's everything melted in the water bath, it's time to take it out and move it to a bowl filled with cool water, which will speed up the cool down process. Because once the blend has cooled down slightly, we plan to add our heat-sensitive ingredients. We're watching for the melted balm to become slightly opaque and to start solidifying slightly around the edges, so it's not too hot when we add our actives. This way we keep all their lovely scent and benefits intact. Let's start with 1.5 grams of coffee CO2 extract. Now, in case you're wondering, a CO2 extract is a super concentrated plant extract made using carbon dioxide to gently capture all those rich natural scents and benefits. It brings our mocha element to life with a subtle, authentic coffee aroma. If you can't get a hold of CO2 extract, that's okay. Just replace it with extra almond oil or even consider green coffee oil. It won't have the same scent, but you'll still get a gorgeous balm. Next, we're going to add 0.5 gram of vitamin E. Not only does it help protect the balm's oils from oxidizing over time, but it also delivers extra skin benefits, keeping your lips feeling healthy and cared for. Finally, we're adding 0.3 grams of peppermint essential oil. I know this seems like a tiny amount, but this is powerful stuff, and it gives that refreshing, cooling sensation without sensitizing the skin on your lips. We recommend that you always keep essential oils low and leave-on products, especially for the lips. We're now going to blend everything together, and as you can see, the balm has already started thickening around the edges, so it's now time to gently pour it into our lip balm containers. If your balm has solidified too much at this point, you can always pop the beaker back briefly into the water bath. Now, as you can see, we've got some fun cardboard tubes here. One top tip is to get a glass beaker or just a glass and place all the lip balm tubes upright in it. This holds them still and makes it much easier to pour the balm into them. We've made enough lip balm here to fill 5 or 6 tubes. Another top tip is to leave a little bit of space at the top of your tubes and then keep a little bit of balm in your beaker, which you can then remelt if you need to. And as the balm sets, it can form a small dip or dent on top. And then you can simply top it up with the extra balm for a smooth, professional finish. Now that we've poured the balms into their tubes, we recommend that you put them in the fridge for a few hours to let them set properly. So we've now got our lip balms out of the fridge, they've set properly, and now all that's left to do is to label them. And that's it, a stunning, creamy lip balm that smells like your favorite cafe and feels incredible on the lips. And you can really see how a handful of well-chosen ingredients can create something luxurious and personal. This isn't just about making one lip balm for yourself. This is about discovering that you can create professional quality skincare that people actually want to buy and use. Skincare that works. And when that happens, you might find yourself wondering what else you could create and how to do it safely and professionally. This could be the moment that changes everything for you. So here's what I love about this recipe. It's so good that when you start sharing it with friends and family, and you totally should, by the way, then you're going to hear people say, "These are amazing, you should sell these." Trust me, it happens every time. And that's when you'll realize that you need more than one recipe. You need real formulation knowledge. This is exactly how many of our most successful graduates started, with one simple formulation that showed them what was possible before grounding themselves in a proper education that equipped them to make and sell formulations just like this one. So what I want you to do now is grab the full formulation PDF from our blog post, the link is in the description, and make sure you like, comment and subscribe. And tell me below if you decide to make this lip balm too. Remember, everyone can formulate. We all begin with just one formulation, but once you see how simple it is, you'll realize how simple it can be to make more and even share or sell them. Today you've seen how easy it is to take that first step. So until next time, happy formulating.